Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Thomas Parham. I chair the Department of Cinematic Arts at Azusa Pacific University in Los Angeles. And I'm here to, thank you. And I'm here to moderate our panel that is brought to you by the American Science Fiction Fantasy Media Track here at DragonCon. Once upon a time, only the good die young. Before I introduce the queens of meme, a few ground rules. No flash photography. Last year somebody had a seizure. That's not cool. So regular pictures without flash are good, videos also good. Also, I have Aaron on my left side and Smap to my right side. Go ahead and start lining up at the microphones. They're waving their arms so we can take some questions. I have a few, but most of the time is for you to ask these awesome women your questions. Without further ado, our first guest television credits include the series Dracula, The Clinic, Trial and Tribulation, and the films Bulletproof Monk, About a Boy, and The Beach, as Cruella de Vil, Victoria Smurfit. Her credits include the television series Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Chasing Life, Hollywood Heights, Summerland, and Alias, and the movies The Diabolical, EdTV, and Deep Impact, as Ursula the Sea Witch, Merrin Dungey! And our final guest film and television credits include True Blood, The Secret Life of the American Teenager, Dirty Sexy Money, Crossing Jordan, 50 First Dates, Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion, as Maleficent, Kristin Bauer van Straten.
Hello. Hello. Hi.
I'm going to start off with a question for Kristin. And a confession too. When I was a kid watching the cartoon version of Sleeping Beauty, I always thought Maleficent was kind of hot. And then you played her, and I knew she was definitely hot. And Angelina did okay too.
Nobody thought Cruella was hot. I'd just like to say that.
I differ. She just had that puppy thing.
Yeah.
Kristin, has it been interesting seeing Maleficent really thrust into the forefront of popular culture with the release of Sleeping Beauty on Blu-ray, and then the Angelina Jolie film, and you were already playing her on Once?
Yeah, it definitely changed since the first season to the last season that we did in popular culture. You know, I've gotten to sort of get a bit of that overflow from Angelina Jolie, I think, and from Sleeping Beauty, so it's changed. Even my wardrobe changed, you know, it's been cool.
Nice to be back.
Okay. Aaron.
Hi, I have a question for both.
Hi, my question's for Kristin. When we were seeing the flashback episode with Regina and Maleficent, I kind of got like a vibe that there was something there. So do you think that maybe Maleficent and Regina may have had a relationship? And also, I thought that Cruella and Ursula definitely had something going on. So
Maybe. I think there's something going on. And I love Mana, so that's what came across in filming the scenes. And we just put that into our characters. And then also those scenes were so pivotal, I felt, for Maleficent. You know, she was pretty much done. And that young girl saw something in her. And so I don't know, we just kept rolling with that relationship that we felt personally, and then I thought it made sense with the scene as well. So yes.
And I mean, I guess you put it.
I think that's the same thing with us. It's like the fans responded to our chemistry. You know, we had so many scenes to do in the beginning before we raised you from the dead. And, you know, we just got on like a house on fire, and I think that, you know, it
translates. Which is nice. I kept on saying we were Starsky and Hutch, but you said we were Ziggy and who?
Lenny and Squiggy.
Lenny and Squiggy. I've never heard of them.
It's American.
But, you know, I trust her.
Smith.
Okay, we've got a question from Elizabeth.
Hello, my question is for the three of you. If you three could be on any televised game show, which would it be and why?
Ooh, a game show.
Game show, an American one. I'd be rubbish at Jeopardy.
It can be either British or American, it doesn't matter.
Is Graham Norton again? That's not a game show.
No, Graham Norton's a chat show, but he'd be fun.
Yeah.
He'd be a lot of fun. Can we do family fortunes as a family?
I think it's Family Feud here.
Can we do that?
Family Feud.
Oh, it's called Family Feud?
Yeah.
Yes.
See, you Americans have to turn it into angry stuff. We're doing fortune. Fortunes. Okay, Family Feud then, and I'll be mother.
Yeah, I agree. I might actually be okay. I think I'd be shy at all the others.
I've taught her well, shite.
Yes.
But there used to be one called Name That Tune. Like you guys remember that because I'm 1,000 years old. And I would crush that because like 2 seconds in a song, particularly if everything was 80s.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be like, boop, boop, boop.
Not me. I was in a class, a painting class, and they always play music. And I turned to the girl next to me and I said, you know, it's so weird, this song that they're playing, it's one of those songs that everybody knows, but nobody knows who the band was. And she was just staring at me and she goes, it's the Beatles. So yeah, we would name that tune, wouldn't it? And she was like 18 too.
That's amazing. She was just like,
And I said, really, like, you know, it's one of those songs.
yeah, but like,
Aaron?
Our next question is from Celine.
Okay, so this is for everybody. I want to know what your go-to dance move is, and can you demonstrate it?
I'm pretty sexy, I won't lie. Just prepare yourselves, because I'm pretty sexy. One is this one. And if I want to really get everybody hot, this one. You all know you're warm and soggy now.
mine's not even sexy. That's not even.
Neither was that passion.
I just straight up like the bomb. There's a lot of ass coming at you.
I need a moment.
So I hurt my back, so I'm tempted to try to get out of this, but and I'm not going to hurt it worse to abuse you, but there are some moves that I do kill. I think, okay, what's this
Just
one
don't
called? Is it the Cabbage Patch? It's that other one that was like...
Are you killing somebody?
Yeah.
Yes. There's the classic underbite kind of.
Strong.
So,
Is there a game show for dancers? We can do that.
yeah.
Oh, Dancing with the Stars. She's
Yes.
gonna be brilliant.
We're gonna get
No! It's happening. Somebody get ABC on the line.
Smith.
Okay, next question is from Mary Francis. Hello, my question's for Merrin.
So how did you find out that Ernie Hudson was going to be playing your dad on the show? And did you have to fight off the urge to sing the Ghostbusters theme?
I found out kind of like everybody else did when it was, I don't think that they told us. I think it was just like, it came out like on like Entertainment Weekly knew, and then it was like, oh my God, like tweeting about it. I am an enormous Ghostbusters fan. Like, I actually have Ghostbusters on my phone. Like, that's a song almost at all times. And I've seen the movie a million times. But it was not I who had to restrain themselves. It was Colin. Colin was beside himself working with Ernie Hudson. I mean, really nervous and like.
Thank you.
Merrin?
Our next question is from Shayna.
So my question is for all of you. It's going off what Celine did. What's your go-to karaoke song? And if you can sing a little bit.
You're asking me to relive one of the most painful moments of my life. I was sure I could do that because in my shower and in my car, You're fabulous. I will always love you. And I can't, apparently. It's not totally my fault. I got up on stage, and it was just in the wrong key is all. And it was very low, so I was, it's too low, and then they didn't change it. So I tried again. Oh, wait. I think it's too low. Hello? And then I tried to do an octave higher. No, I think hello. And then I just left the stage. I was like, I'm good. This lifetime.
We'll wrap it up.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
That's a wrap.
Okay, that's done.
Mine would be Vanilla Ice, but I can only
Oh my God, do it. Because yours is the best. It's quite good.
I can only do it in an Irish accent, I'm afraid. So, Vanilla, wherever you are, I apologize. It goes something like this. Alright, stop. Collaboration, listen, noise back with this brand new edition, something. Grab a hold of me tightly, flow like a day and 50 minutes, stop you! I don't know. Turn off the lights. I know. To the stream, I walk the mic like a vandal, like a sage, what comes like vandal, no! And because I have no difference.
I don't even want to follow that. I don't even want to follow it.
Yeah, but the difference is you can actually sing.
No, but no. But no, because that's awesome. And that is incredible. And mine is like I'm the one person up here going like, oh God, what is it really? Because I like really do love karaoke, so I'm like really like racking my brains, and they're like, let me find a good funny answer, and I'm like, oh.
Well, you do it properly. Bring some talent to the table. Bring it. Come on. Let's get some 1980s jam. Here it comes.
I'm gonna fuck it up.
No, you're not. If you do, I'll stop you until you start again.
All right. Her hair is hollow gold.
Oh, keep going.
Lips sweet surprise. Her hands are never cold. She's got better day beside. Like, that's my jam, but that's what I'm trying to do. It's not good.
Smell.
Okay, this one's from Andrea.
Hi, this is for Vic and Merrin. If Cruella took Ursula on a date, what would they do?
Drink cocktails, darling. Yes. Or we could go roller skating. That could be fun with your tentacles, love.
You drink like fish.
next question is from Janice.
Hi, I was going to ask if you could switch roles and play any other Once character, who would be?
I'd be Mr. Gold. Just for the outfits, like.
Good one.
Thank you.
I'd probably be Regina. She's pretty awesome.
Can I take ones that they took?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a tough choice. I think those are the two choices, honestly. I mean, now, you know, the Dark Swan is going to be very interesting. And, you know, what's fun is that both of those characters got to play a couple different sides of the coin, so... And I feel like Maleficent and Regina sort of cross over, so I'll take gold.
Yeah. Gold, gold, always believe in your soul.
We've got her started now, this time.
You got the power to know you're indestructible, you see. Always believe it. I'm telling you, anything 80s, just
Since we're on the subject of singing, can you sing your character's theme songs?
Something. I went to drama school in the UK at the Bristol Old Vic, a very revered, traditional, and extraordinary, exemplary drama school. And I was in maybe 8 musicals, 3 years, and every single one of them, the music conductor would go, "Okay, Smurfit, shut up," and perfect. So I spent 3 years going, and the nice old ladies in the front row going, "Betsy, I can't see what's happening. What's the problem with me? I need some new batteries on." Because I mouthed the words, so I will do you all a favor and not do that. I'd like to hear you sing the Cruella theme tune. Can you do that?
Cruella de Vil, if she doesn't scare you, no evil thing will.
I don't know all the words. I know it when I know, I'm sure you can. I listen to Disney radio with the children's in the car. I can. More unfortunate soul. I like to pretend I'm Ursula, but I know. I played it in my car like a bunch, and I was like, you know, tearing. And I was doing all the things, but then they didn't let me do the voice, so. It's a good song though.
Okay, this question's from Lola.
This is for everybody. What is your favorite fairy tale besides yourselves?
Anything that says, "and they lived happily ever after they got married." And they don't deal with actual marriage.
Does it have to be there's a Neil Gaiman version of Snow White.
Oh my god, it's so good!
So good, right? That's so good. Yeah, I like that one.
I was like Beauty and the Beast.
Sailors all this time.
Yeah.
It gives you the shivers. Not me singing it, but just
I like the TV show too.
I like the movie. The TV show.
Oh my god, the TV show. Yes, there's a TV show with Ron Perlman. Oh, right?
Of course, yes. Speaking of the 80s.
Our next question is from Amanda.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be and why?
Flying.
Blind.
Flying. Oh.
That was
just flying, just being flying. Like, who doesn't want to fly? It's amazing. I want to fly. I don't know what I would do with the flying, except for just escape.
Because I have X-ray vision. I like X-ray vision. That would make me giggle. Oh, I'd have fun with that.
I want to be able to actually glamour people. I would go on a tour to meet every head of state of every country. And the world would hopefully look a little different and better.
Yeah.
Kristin for president.
Yeah. Kentucky. I'd have a talk with that dentist in Minnesota.
How about Trump?
Trump would show up with a new haircut and he'd be very quiet.
That's hot. Glamour is hot. Not Trump. Glamour is hot. Trump is not.
Okay, the next question here is from Raina.
Based on the roles that you play now and the ones that you had played in the past, is there any ones that stand out that really help shape your character now?
As human beings? Help shape our characters?
Have you, in the show, the characters that you play in the show, any past ones from other shows, have they shaped your persona?
The portrayal of the one's characters? You mean?
Yes, of the one's characters.
Well, playing Bad Francie obviously helped, if anybody saw the Alias. It was my first opportunity that I was given to not just be like, so what's going on? I can be like somebody's best friend and like actually get to like have a dark side and, you know, wear black and have my intentions be not so savory, you know, and you know, that certainly helped with this for sure. You know, it just gives you an idea. It's, you know, this selfishness of the villain. So I think that's the one and only time I've really gotten to like, you know, take that color and paint with it. You're always a bad guy.
I'm always a bad guy.
It's the cheekbones.
It's the fact that I do an English accent, I think, as well. Because in America, English equals bad. Or high. So, I don't know, in Lady Jane and Dracula was a very different kind of evil. Because she didn't have any superpowers, she was just physically really capable and very determined and brutal and cold and all those. And I don't think Cruella was cold. I kind of liked her sense of humor and I liked the fact that she really didn't give a fuck. So yes and no. I once met Joanna Lumley though, and someone did say that my Cruella voice was borderline Joanna Lumley from Fab. So I thought maybe secretly I robbed that without knowing, but no one could ever top Joanna Lumley. Oh, I don't know. Maybe. I don't want to think so. Put it that way. Your turn.
Once I was allowed to play tough and a character that really didn't care about being liked. Because that's very different from being mortal. It's really fun. I thought that was a real hallmark of Pam. And then I did, you know, Maleficent also had that quality. And also you like to think that it's its own creation, each character. But you have kind of practiced a little bit, you know, being blunt. So, and you know, the character, both Pam and Maleficent, they didn't try very hard. They just didn't give a shit. So that, I think it did help that I've been doing Pam for a while.
Erin? Our next question is from Kristin.
Hi, I was wondering what it was like to lead the Once Upon a Time family, and then I was also wondering if you guys were part of any pranks, or if anybody pulled any pranks on you behind the scenes.
It's hard to find time for pranks because you work pretty hard and relentlessly, and it's fantastic. But Josh is a very funny devil. And will always sort of bring a lightness and a fun to the set. They all do, actually. They all do. But I can't think of one. A lot of the pranks ended up on screen, like Ginny constantly making me fall down with frying pans and magic sleeping dust. And
well, she photobombed us that one time too.
Yeah,
she's all like.
They're a really good fun cast. They're as magical and fun and talented as you want them to be. They really are. But I can't. Can you think of a prank?
I can.
Oh, go.
Colin.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I tell the story several times now, so you probably already heard. Have you heard the story? You've heard the story. What? Okay. So, when I was working with Colin, I was getting ready to do this big scene where the shell, we get the shell, and the shell doesn't work, and it doesn't light up, and I'm like, it's a big, like, emotional, like, change where, like, I'm, like, threatening him, or, you know, we're working together, and then, you know, whatever. So there's a lot going on in the scene. And he, you know, he's been doing this forever. So he's, like, walking around, and I'm, like, trying to, like, get my lines and get ready, and he just keeps coming up and going, all about that bass, about that bass. And I'm like, first of all, I cannot stand that song, and second of all, oh my God, like, I'm trying to work, and I was, like, running around, like, finding different corners on the set to just hide so I could work, and kept going, all about that bass, about that bass. And I was gonna kill him. And then we get through the scene, whatever, blah, blah, have a great day, and then the next day, we have to work together, we're in, like, this forest. And I get down there, and everyone's like, good morning, Merrin, and I'm like, good morning, and then, like, 15 crew members are like, all about that bass, about that bass. So, Colin. But yeah, it was leaving the, like, not, yeah, it was just terribly sad. I mean, it was such a, it really is like, you know, feel proud of your fandom of this show because you really have found, you are, you know, loving a good one because, you know, we've all worked with people where it's like, ooh, you know, and they go like, oh my God, how is song? You're like, great, you know, and, you know, but everybody here is soup to nuts. Cast and crew, like a real lovely bunch of coconuts, and they take care of each other and they work really hard, and you know, God, they're a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was very sad to hear.
Yeah, really sad.
Yeah, I remember when we showed up, and I was, for some reason, I'd been flying around. I don't know. I was very tired when I got picked up by the transpo guy, and he had just dropped off the Frozen bunch, and they had left, and he said it was so sad. You know, and everyone was so sad to leave, and I thought, I don't think I'll be sad to leave. Like, and then cut to 4 months later, dropping us at the airport. We were so sad. You know, I just didn't imagine that we would bond so much in a relatively short amount of time, but we really did.
It's like camp, because you're like up there in a different place, you know, away from
you know, when you're on location away from home, we really bonded.
Canadian money, just
Canadian, colorful, cute money.
Candy.
So cute. You know, we're in a hotel together, and also everybody is incredibly funny, and there's a lot of laughing that goes on in the set, and I had been used to pranksters on True Blood, and Stephen Moyer was really good at it. So they told me Josh was a prankster, and I said, oh, you're nothing compared to what I'm used to, so do your worst. You will not be able to break me in a take. And the crew was like, and I thought, oh no, what have I done? And he did something really bizarre and arbitrary and funny in almost every take, and of course made me laugh.
You're funny too. Like you with that staff that had that dragon on it,
yeah.
and every once in a while, Chris, you would just be doing something and like, we would be, and then she'd just go, what? And like, turn to talk. I don't know what one was. And I would lose it.
And then remember, we were in the woods walking. We had to walk down in through the woods, and I've got the staff, and I was kind of, you know, like a walking stick, and then I thought, that might not be right. And for the next take, I said, you guys, should I like use it like a walking stick or just hold it steady, like above the ground? And she goes, hold it steady, you're not fucking Gandalf. They just said action, and we just burst out like and then we got our shit together. I mean, so there were so many small moments like that to us, bonded us for life.
Smith?
Okay, this question's from Mara.
It's for all of you. Would you either like to date the character Prince Charming or Captain Hook?
I think that was clear. I'd take them both on, is that alright? love. I just like a lot. So I'm going to put that in play and say both of them love.
Yeah, and then it was, now we've hung out too much with Ginny and Josh.
Now it's weird.
Right? So, I don't know.
Not that Colin's not married, but like his wife's not like on the set, so.
But I never, not there in front of you, so yeah, I'll do him, you know.
I'm just saying, it's not like, Ginny's really nice. I don't have any context for his wife, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. We don't even know what she looks like.
I don't know what it is.
She may not exist.
And I'm not talking about career, I'm talking about look.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we're all talking about that.
Oh my God.
Our next question is from Paige.
My question is for all three of you lovely ladies. You all have inspired me so much in my life, so I want to know who or what inspires you in your lives.
My mum and my dad. Sounds a bit like I'm accepting an Oscar. Genuinely, my mum, my dad, my mother, and my best friends. Just every day, somebody really impresses me with a very grounded crack or a slag or something that kind of just cuts through the onion layers of bullshit and paranoia and neurosis. And yeah, those guys, their feet are in the ground. They're the best. Sorry, I gave a serious answer. Is that all right? Sorry about that. Won't happen again, I promise.
My husband's pretty inspiring to me. Very good-hearted man and a hard worker. And his parents too. They're really like lovely. Like they came and helped take care of my kids when I was in Vancouver. You know, and I couldn't have got them and my parents. So you know, just people who are selfless in that way. It's inspiring to, you know, and obviously, you know, my kids, you know, it's just, they inspire me on the daily to keep going, and I like to show them that mommy likes what she does and is really proud of what she does and she's good at what she does, and it makes me happy to do what I do, and it makes me happy to get the response, you know, for what I do, and I want them to go and do something that they love. So it's like a little, hopefully, revolving circle of an inspiration. You need to cry?
Yeah.
Deep.
So I've been reading a bunch of autobiographies, and then I've gotten to meet some of these people who are doing a lot of animal rescue, and they're doing it for no money. They live below poverty level and put everything into just one life at a time. And it's amazing.
I keep telling you, darling, stop crying for free. God damn it.
All right, Madison has a question.
Hello, my question is for all three of you lovely ladies. I was wondering, what Disney villains or villains in general would you like to see in Once Upon a Time in the future?
We've been having a hard time coming up with options.
I feel like they've combed the...
Yeah, we came up with Freddy Krueger, but apparently he wasn't from Disney.
Yeah,
combed
the alien from Aliens. Yeah, we're having a hard time. Who's left?
Who do you want to see?
Scar! Eva! Scar!
Jafar! But we heard Jafar had already been...
Eva! Scar! Scar!
Scar! Oh, Scar the lion. That's hard. That's a little hard. They were lions. From Lion King, they're animals.
They're animated.
Well, they're all animated, but it's like,
You're an octopus!
How do you get it?
Hades!
A lion. That's what
Hades! Hades! From Hades!
I'm sorry, one time.
Hades!
Hades! Hades from Hercules.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I kind of think that Rumpelstiltskin is kind of the devil. It's a tough one. I mean, like, you're pulling from, like, some, you know, you're really trying to dig deep.
You're digging deep,
You're
man.
digging deep. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think that they really... I think, you know what the greatest thing's going to be? Seeing The Dark Swan. That villain is going to be kick-ass. That's a real...
And Camelot, Merlin, I mean, you've got some interesting things coming up.
Yeah.
Aaron?
Our next question is from Logan.
Hi, this question is for all three of you. I was wondering if there is any character that you would like the writers to bring back onto the show.
Me?
Cruella.
Into Darkness.
Cruella!
I think there's more bad that we can get up to.
I do. Hashtag Queens of Darkness.
Yeah. Hashtag spinoff.
Yeah.
I could do it. Thank you, John. I can do it. We brought you back a couple times.
3 times.
Should do. We can do it. We have the technology.
Patrick Fischler and Bobby Carlyle sent me a lovely picture when they were shooting my funeral with my very poorly decorated coffin. They sent a picture of Patrick throwing himself on top of the coffin and Robert trying to hold him back. He said he tried to readjust the scene that was written, but apparently Michael and Eddie didn't keep that in. Not to worry, he did try. Claire did. I'm alright. I figured you could just see a black and white wig disappear behind them in the forest. No, I've legged it. Sit back in the forest, darling, or Granny's diner for a gin.
Just love grilled cheese and gin.
Yeah.
It's just got many, many items on the menu.
I have a bit of a follow-on to that. The other two kind of got a happy ending. I mean, you got back with Poseidon, and you got your daughter, and you ended up dead. Do you feel that Cruella was really beyond salvation?
I must have really irritated somebody. No, you know what? I take it as a privilege, a position of privilege. I genuinely do, because you know, their baseline was always, you know, that evil wasn't born. And they changed their baseline thinking for Cruella, and I kind of love that. I love the fact that they said just one time only we're going to actually create a character that was truly born unrepentantly evil and quite happy about it. You know, a true sociopath. And you know, if Cruella was an everyday lunch, she'd probably be running Coca-Cola or something. I mean, I love the fact that they did that. And obviously on American TV, and it's Disney, and it's ABC, we don't want to revere that, so you must die. And I get that as a circle. But to me, she was the most honest villain, because, you know, she was really, I'm a very terrible person, darling, and I left her in the woods to die. Because she knew who she was. And so no, though I had to die for it, I kind of feel like there was an integrity to her sociopathicness, if that's a word that I might have just made up.
I'll take it.
Yeah, no, it's a position, it's a privilege. It's a privilege.
Okay, next question is from Edith.
This is actually kind of going off of what you just said. A lot of villains have this very standard, oh, they're a bad person. After finding out the backstory for your character, how did that affect how you played them?
Well, we didn't find out until like way into the thing, you know, because they didn't go, okay, so here's who she is, and here's what you're playing, and here's why, and blah, 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 because then, I mean, which is great, so then it doesn't inform what you're doing, you know, you don't have to give it all away, and then once you get that information, it's sort of right before you're kind of about to go into your backstory episode. You know, I do love that, you know, idea that they have that evil isn't born, it's made, and there's a reason for, you know, why Ursula you know, did what she did and became who she, you know, became. And it made, at least for me to do that episode, like so fulfilling because there was so much behind it, so much reason, so much heart and so much feeling and something that she really desired, you know. So, you know, it didn't inform all of that which I played, but it really did inform that episode.
I loved it when I read Sympathy for De Vil. I was so excited by the idea that we're going back to the jazz era, that they were going to make her young and innocent and wide-eyed and trapped in an attic and naughty mummy, and I loved that journey and reeling in the author and having to do that in a very pure sense until she turned, and I relished every second of that episode. I really did, and I took great pleasure in trying to. And I was scared to, you know, I really wanted to get it right, to get those sort of gradual steps up to full-on cruise evil, which I really loved it, actually. I loved it, and I love the fact that I didn't know beforehand, because like Merrin says, you're then just playing the page that's in front of you rather than the end story. Oh, bless you, love. Thanks. Money's in the post.
Yeah, we all knew that we would get our backstory episode, and we were all kind of wondering what it was and wondering when it would come out and in what order it would come out. And then when the scripts came out, you know, it's pretty exciting when we get to read what's going to happen. And I can't remember what order that happened, but we were all excited for each other. And I was in the middle of playing that my daughter was dead, I thought. And I was really glad that I didn't know when I was playing that she wasn't. You know, I just wanted to have that one thought in my head that she was gone. And then, but I did see Eddie on the set one day, and it was right before like an emotional crying she's gone thing. And he goes, but she's not, but she's, anyway. And I was like, what? Okay, forget I heard that. And then I had that in my head, and I was wondering who it is. You know, I'm looking around the set and watching back episodes, and where's my daughter? And it was very interesting to find out, and I'm glad it was somebody not on the show before, you know, Agnes.
Snow or something.
Yeah, I was looking at,
it's Robert Carlyle.
Yeah. Well, then I remembered Josh and Robert were going, am I the daddy? You know? It was really cute. And then Josh had a whole plot line. He wanted to be the daddy. So, but I think it's great to only know what you're shooting while you're shooting it, and to not know what's coming. And that and True Blood too, I never knew what was next.
That could have been like a really interesting, like, who's that guy who does all those paternity tests on like this talk show? Maury Povich. Like, who's your daddy?
Sitting there with Prince Charming, gold, and one man knows. And the other two are sluts.
Aaron?
Our next question comes from Hagen.
So during yesterday's panel, y'all told us about an outtake from the train scene where y'all were all dancing in the car. Is there any way that could, outtake could be released to the public?
It's on your phone.
It's on my phone, and I will talk to 3 other ladies
about putting it on Twitter
and see how they feel about that. All right. Well, we'll send a text to
Lana and find out what she says.
right now.
If I had
Could you
my phone,
imagine just grab your phone? Lana, we're at Dragonfly. I would say maybe who want to know if we can put this on the
Twitter.
Twitter. I think people get shot for less, don't they?
Yeah. Just like calling her, just put her on speakers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
question from Abby.
Eddie Kitsis?
Abby.
Oh, sorry. I'm out of it. That's so weird. What's up?
Hi, I'm a really big classic Disney fan, and I was kind of wondering what you thought about playing such iconic Disney villains in new, modern, more sympathetic ways.
Listen, it's when you get the call, it's genuinely terrifying. Oh, listen, I'll shut
Hold
up.
on.
Look, the girls got the go.
I loved it. It was great. Here we go. Who doesn't want to be a Disney character? It's pretty awesome.
No pressure.
Do you want to? Why don't you call her and then see if she will stop?
Yeah, I'm not doing speakerphone on
Because that
the
would
back.
be weird. She might not pick up.
This is probably film up.
It's
She's
Saturday.
scooping ice cream.
Alright, we're gonna have to.
It's a voicemail.
Love you.
Love you, Lana.
Love you, baby girl.
Miss you.
Our next question comes from Alice.
What's your favorite?
I'm sorry for all the cussing.
I want to see you. What's your favorite villain Disney character except for the one you play?
What's yours? I want mine to be the same as yours.
Mine's Maleficent.
I'm going with you, love.
Does Pixar count? Does it count?
Yeah.
Ooh.
She don't know.
Oh God, there's so many. Well, I think that Scar is very good. Whoever said Scar earlier, that's a really, 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 really good villain because he's so mean. But I also like Sid from Toy Story because he's just crazy. There's Jen! Hi! How old are you? Oh my goodness.
Me too.
We apologize for the potty mouth. We're so sorry.
Oh my gosh, well, Maleficent was my favorite.
We're all with you, sweetheart.
Thank
you for the question.
Love you, see you.
Okay, we got a question from Morgan.
Were you guys fans of Once Upon a Time before you joined the cast, and how did you react to getting the call that you got the role?
Screaming and whine. Which is my reaction to a lot of things. I had seen a few episodes, but I'd missed some, and it was hard to track, so I had to go back and do a lot of work afterwards to find out where it was. But when Adam and Eddie first called me to say, will you come and join the show, they were chatting away, 1920s jazz era, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, no, great, that's great, I love that. And we were chatting for about 10 minutes, and I said, lads, who would I be playing? And they went, oh, Cruella de Vil. I'm like, okay. So I was completely unaware of who I was going to play for a while, because I'd actually auditioned to play Belle's mother a few months earlier. Didn't get it.
That's okay. I think you did okay.
But I did okay. So, yeah, that's how that kind of went down, and then cut to Screaming and Whining.
I had auditioned for a couple of different things, but then when I got the call, it was I was actually on the way to pick up my kid from preschool, and I had my other daughter in the car, and I was like, it's like this. It's like I'm driving. I'm like, shh, 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 shh. Yeah, what? Wait, what? Huh? Wait. Oh my God. Ursula. Oh, that's amazing. That's like, what? That's crazy. That's amazing. Yes. preschool, and you're not, that's the thing, is that you weren't supposed to tell anybody. You were not supposed to tell anybody anything. And literally we had to sit in the preschool parking lot, and they're like bringing my daughter out, and I'm like still on the phone. You're not supposed to be on the phone in the carpool. And I'm like, okay, oh my God. Hi, honey. Oh my God. I was on the phone. Okay, yeah. I'll talk to you guys later. And then I got out, and I was just like, and the priest, Miss Susie's like, what's going on? And I'm like, it's so good. And I will confess, I told Miss Susan. I told her that I was going to play Ursula, the witch. And she didn't tell anybody, clearly. It's one of my secrets, so. I was excited,
You? Well, mine was totally, because Once Upon a Time wasn't airing yet, I believe, when I got a call. So, the show wasn't, we didn't know what it was. And I was with my mom in Wisconsin, and she had a broken leg, and I was driving her to get her to her hair appointment. And she was like, okay, it's time to go. And my cell rang from my manager, and there was a conference call with lawyer, agent, manager, and that usually means something big is going on. And they said, do you want to play Maleficent? I was shooting True Blood too, so I had to fly in on a Friday night, shoot Saturday, fly right out. And I was like, green lady with the horns, right. My mom's like, honey. And then my people start arguing with each other. She shouldn't do an unproven new show. And then another one saying, it's awesome, it's gonna be big, these are the lost people, what's wrong with you? And someone else is saying, no, I don't wanna put her on the show, well, what are they gonna pay? And they're arguing, and my mom, sweetie. And I'm just waiting for them to finish, this argument. And I had no idea how to decide, and Mom hates to be late, so I got a quarter out of my pocket. And was like, heads I do it, tails I don't. Flipped, and I said, I'm doing it. I gotta go. My mom hates being late. And I didn't know that, of course, I didn't know if it would be one scene or many or a fourth season with these ladies. At that time, it was just you want to do one day. Yeah, right?
Wait, what?
What?
Huh?
She wants to thank the quarter.
I know, the quarter's never been wrong. When I really, 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 really don't know, I flip the quarter, and I never don't do what it says. So the quarter's been good for me.
Is it one quarter or is it any quarter?
It's any coin.
It's any coin?
Yeah.
Just want the specifics.
I
just want to be clear. I'm just writing down.
I flipped a rand. I flipped a euro.
Yeah,
like
euro with euro.
My back was hurt. I was like, should I go on this hike? There was like a 6-mile hike in Ireland in this little town last week.
Yeah.
And I was like, is that going to help my back or hurt my back? I don't know. I'm going on the hike, and my back was better the next day.
I tell you, there's some serious business in that. I'm going to play the quarter and get you to do everything I want you to do. Should I cook Vicky dinner? Oh, it says yes.
Aaron.
Our next question is from Katie.
Okay, so what was your story on how you ended up on the show? And I love you, Cruella.
I love you too, darling. More than puppies and violins. What was the question?
She asked how did we end up on the show, but that we couldn't just answer that question.
How do we end up in it? Because we're very, 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 very lucky.
Lucky. And I'll tell you, mine was literally because of Alias, because they loved, Eddie and Adam worked with JJ, and they watched Alias, they loved Alias, and they were like, we loved your work in that, and that's why we wanted to.
I'd actually auditioned for the Cruella for the Descendants.
Me I auditioned for somebody else in the Descendants.
Did you? Yeah. Yeah, that is weird. So I guess at ABC had seen us do our bit, I suppose. I didn't get it.
Different ABC, no, it's not the same people.
Isn't it?
It's ABC Family, but they didn't see that.
I don't understand how it works. Anyway, I was auditioning for Cruella for that, and which I can assume is the only reason why I didn't have to audition for it for Once Upon a Time. I don't know, because different people.
Totally different company.
Very bizarre. It's probably my very large jaw and my crazy eyes. For that, I'm grateful.
Samantha?
This question is from Josie.
I was wondering what was your favorite scene and what was your favorite part of filming?
All of it. But being together was an awful lot of fun because we could just riff. We didn't quite, I mean, you couldn't change the words, don't get me wrong, but in between, we'd be able to sort of bubble each other along a lot. Favorite scene, God, it's hard to choose.
We had fun in the car.
A lot of fun in the car before the train hit us.
Well, that, also you and I had some really great stuff at the beginning. That was super fun. Unless you tried to kill me, like you were trying to kill me.
I did enjoy pointing a gun at Bobby Carlyle and telling him to behave while he was the cripple.
That was fun. That was good. That was good. And that scene, you know what? I take it back what I said yesterday. That scene when we were on the phone talking to Regina.
Yes. Saying we're back in town.
We're back in town.
Yeah.
That was my favorite scene. And we did that because I loved it and I memorized it like boom, boom, boom. And it was just like, and they shot it and they were wrapping us around with the camera. And like, literally, I remember Bobby came over and he was like, well done. Because I got that in like a take. That was hot.
Well, we had sort of like a film noir setup where it was the end of the day, it was very late, and suddenly the rain came out of the sky the way it does in Vancouver. And we still had this sort of face-off with my car, me and Urs, and the Charmings, and the rain came bucketing down, and they made this very quick, genius idea to give us all black umbrellas. So we come out of the car for the walk.
It was hot.
Hello, darlings. And we had this sort of face, and it just looked so sort of film noir. It was really, really stunning. That was a lot of fun. But I did struggle to keep a straight face, and I'd go, "It's a problem, Sheriff Chiselton," because Josh would just pee his pants every time he said it. So that was just all of it was great. All of it. Making her go to sleep as a giant dragon.
All of it. Because I love the scene when we all started. You know, when we were ending up in that, and I was like doing my fish walk. Like,
give them the fish walk. Come on. Are you checking yourself out on the internet again?
I had that crazy skirt.
Here it goes.
Yeah!
Ow, ow!
It's kind of like I had tentacles when I walked in. So I had to walk I love doing all of that stuff, but I mean, it took forever. Like it all ended up looking amazing, but it was fun to shoot because it was fun with you guys, but it took 100 years.
Yeah, it was like Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved all of it. It was really great for different reasons at different times. The simple scenes with my daughter at the end were lovely. You know, just two people having an intimate moment. And then the big scenes are really cool once you get to see them and they put the CGI in and I actually transform into a dragon. And I also loved, I had a whole day of those flashback scenes with Lana. So the whole day, we were hitting that ball back and forth, and she's just a powerhouse and unbelievably giving and has the biggest, easiest laugh I think I've ever heard, her and Anna Paquin. And so it was really great.
It's really a job where you're like, I can't believe this is my job. Like
it's
I remember coming out of that crazy tent, like when we made those tents.
Yes.
And we were like, you guys, we're so lucky.
Yeah.
Like we would say that all the time. We'd be like,
I think every day we would some point go, we're really lucky. And then also at some point we would be like, I really want to lie down and go home.
I'm tired.
Okay.
This crown.
Yeah, like, yeah. So, but a whining actor is a happy actor. Alex always used to tell me. So we were very happy.
Yeah, I loved all the Charleston stuff too with Patrick Fisher. That was really freeing and lovely. I really loved that. Kind of hello mother. Oh, I loved it. Sorry, we're kind of fans of ourselves. Our stuff. Really sad. It's really sad.
Sadly, we are out of time. Please join me in thanking the Queen